that said, Caitlin was, 25 years old. She was, however old, 24 years old. She was a fifth-year senior. Right. She was taking 40 shots a game.
Nancy Lieberman just threw down the gauntlet in the Caitlin Clark MVP debate. She's not just praising Clark. She's calling out haters and even risking friendships. What could make a legend like Lieberman go all in for a rookie? Let's break down this basketball beef that's got everyone talking. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Hold on to your seats. Clark's season isn't just good, it's record-breaking. But here's the real shocker. Her impact goes way beyond the court.
Her records were illegitimate. And I got off the treadmill and I called her as a friend. And I said, you can say whatever you want. You can have your own opinion about anybody, but you do have to get the statistics right. I mean, facts matter.
How can one player change the entire economic landscape of women's sports? Let's break it down. Caitlin Clark is doing more than just playing basketball. She's rewriting the game's playbook. Leading the WNBA with 8.4 assists per game, Clark's vision on the court is unmatched. But that's not all. She's putting up 18.7 points, grabbing 5.6 rebounds, and snagging 1.4 steals per game. These aren't just rookie numbers, they're MVP caliber stats. Remember when the Indiana Fever were struggling? Well, those days are gone. With Clark on the roster, they've turned things around. For the first time since 2016, the Fever are looking at a winning season, sitting pretty with a 17-16 record. That's the Clark effect in action. Now you might be thinking, okay, she's good, but game-changing? Well, let's hear what Nancy Lieberman, a WNBA legend, has to say about it. Lieberman didn't mince words when she said, "What Caitlin Clark has done for the game is generational. Coming from a basketball icon, that's not just praise, it's a prophecy." But wait, there's more to this Clark story. Her impact isn't confined to the hardwood.
Then this thing is over and everybody respects you for your opinion. And, you might like Boston, I might like the Yankees.
Lieberman sees a future where female players could become multi-millionaires, like Tiger Woods and Michael Jordan. That's right, we're talking about a seismic shift in the economic landscape of women's sports. Clark's game is drawing comparisons to NBA superstars. Her court vision, her scoring ability, her leadership, it's all there. Lieberman even went as far as comparing Clark's impact on women's basketball to Michael Jordan's on the NBA. That's not just hype, that's history in the making. Let's talk about Clark's recent performance. 28 points and 12 assists in a single game. That's not just Rookie of the Year material, that's MVP territory. She's not just playing the game, she's elevating it to a whole new level. Clark's rise isn't just about personal accolades, it's sparking conversations about the future of the WNBA. We're talking about greater recognition, bigger paychecks, and a brighter spotlight on women's basketball. This rookie is single-handedly changing the game's trajectory. Clark's meteoric rise has ruffled some feathers.
It's okay to have difference of opinions. Well, she got upset with me on the phone, and I was like, Cheryl, I'm not doing anything to hurt you. I'm just sharing. We're talking.
One WNBA icon is questioning her achievements, while another is risking friendships to stand by her side. What's causing this divide among the sport's greatest names? The basketball world is buzzing, but not everyone's singing Clark's praises. Cheryl Swoops, a WNBA legend, just dropped a bombshell that's got fans and players alike up in arms. Swoops took aim at Clark's scoring records, suggesting they're inflated because of her 5th year of play. Talk about throwing shade on a rising star. But here's where things get wild. While Swoops is casting doubt, another WNBA icon is stepping up to the plate for Clark. Nancy Lieberman, a basketball legend in her own right, isn't just defending Clark, she's putting her own relationships on the line to do it. Lieberman didn't mince words when she said, "We shouldn't hate on her, we should celebrate her, not tolerate her." That's not just support, that's a full-on declaration of war against the Clark critics. And it's not without consequences. Lieberman revealed that her friendship with Swoops took a hit after she confronted her about the negative comments. This clash of titans isn't just about Clark. It's sparking a fierce debate in the basketball community. Fans are taking sides and they're not shy about it. Some are even sporting "Don't Be a Cheryl" shirts. That's right, this controversy has its own merch line. Swoops' silence on Clark during broadcasts is adding fuel to the fire. Fans are noticing, and they're not happy. It's turning into a full-blown generational clash, with legends on one side and the future of women's basketball on the other. Lieberman's not backing down. She's positioning herself as Clark's champion, arguing that Clark's success is crucial for women's basketball. Caitlin may not be her cup of tea, Lieberman said. She's not doing anything to hurt Cheryl Swoops. It's a bold stance, especially coming from someone who's been in the game as long as Lieberman has. This isn't just about one player anymore. It's about the future of women's basketball. Lieberman sees Clark as a game changer, someone who could elevate the sport to new heights. She's not just defending Clark's achievements, she's fighting for the next generation of players. The Clark controversy is forcing the basketball world to confront some uncomfortable questions. Is there room for new records in the WNBA? How do we balance respect for the game's pioneers with celebration of its rising stars? And most importantly, what does this mean for the future of women's basketball? Lieberman's support for Clark isn't just about one player. It's a shift in mentality, a call to celebrate new talent instead of tearing it down. She's challenging the old guard to embrace change, to see Clark not as a threat, but as a beacon of hope for the sport's future. Change doesn't come easy, especially in pro sports. What if I told you that Clark's success is exposing a deep rift in women's basketball? One that's forcing us to rethink everything we thought we knew about the game. The Caitlin Clark saga isn't just about record-breaking stats or game-changing plays. It's unveiling a hidden conflict within women's basketball, one that pits legends against rising stars. You might wonder, why would established players feel threatened by a rookie's success? The answer reveals a complex struggle for recognition and respect that spans generations. Clark's meteoric rise isn't just shaking up the scoreboard, it's challenging the very foundations of the WNBA. Her success is forcing us to confront uncomfortable questions about legacy, achievement, and the future of women's sports. Some see her as a beacon of hope, while others view her as a threat to their hard-earned status. Nancy Lieberman, a basketball icon herself, isn't mincing words when it comes to this controversy. She's taking a stand for Clark, even at the cost of long-standing friendships. Lieberman's message is clear. We shouldn't hate on her. We should celebrate her, not tolerate her. This isn't just about supporting a talented rookie. It's a call for a fundamental shift in how we view success in women's sports. But why is this causing such a stir? The truth is, Clark's achievements are shining a spotlight on the progress of women's basketball. Her success isn't just personal, it's pushing the boundaries of what's possible for female athletes. This progress, while exciting for many, can be threatening to those who paved the way. Lieberman doesn't hold back when addressing this resistance. She coined a phrase that cuts to the heart of the issue. Your ego is not your amigo. It's a powerful reminder that personal pride shouldn't stand in the way of celebrating the sport's evolution. This call for humility is resonating with fans and players alike, sparking a broader conversation about support and mentorship in women's sports. The controversy surrounding Clark has ignited passionate debates within the basketball community. Fans are creating merchandise like "Don't Be a Cheryl" shirts, turning this conflict into a cultural movement. It's not just about taking sides, it's about redefining what support looks like in women's sports. But here's where things get interesting. This heated debate, while divisive, might actually be a sign of progress. Think about it. When was the last time a women's basketball player generated this much buzz? The passionate engagement we're seeing mirrors the fervor long associated with men's sports. It's a sign that women's basketball is gaining the emotional investment and cultural significance it deserves. Lieberman's stance goes beyond just defending Clark. She's advocating for a new era in women's basketball, one where emerging talent is celebrated rather than tolerated. This shift in mentality could be the key to unlocking new levels of success and recognition for the sport as a whole. The Clark controversy is forcing the WNBA to confront its own growing pains. As the league evolves and new stars emerge, there's bound to be friction, but this friction could be the catalyst for positive change, pushing the sport to new heights and attracting more fans, sponsors, and opportunities.